Hello, I'm Michelle. Welcome to Luminous Hearts Collective. I'm so glad that you're here. I wanted to talk about the importance of allowing yourself to feel everything. It's so natural and common for us to have experiences in life that we do not want to feel. And so we kind of just without even really consciously being aware of it, often just suppress those feelings and move on with our life, move on with our day. But the problem is that those emotions, like there's always a flow of energy that's moving through us. And when we don't allow ourselves to feel something and we suppress it, we block that flow of energy. So any place where energy is not flowing properly in our body can create a health problem. It can be some sort of physical pain, or it could be disease. It's really important that we allow ourselves, give ourselves permission to feel everything, to feel those lower emotions. So, you think about how much we do unconsciously to avoid feeling these feelings, and sometimes even the addictions that we'll fall into with food or alcohol or other substances or shopping or whatever it may be, right? We do all these things to distract ourselves, to disconnect so that we don't have to feel these feelings. They start to come up and we do the behavior to suppress them. So the universe wants us to be in wholeness, right? And that means not suppressing or denying any part of ourselves, not holding back or refusing to feel anything that is there within us. We're just allowing everything to move through without judgment. And from a higher perspective, that is what we want for ourselves too. And so we are, with the universe, always going to be manifesting situations in our outer reality that mirror the same frequency as whatever it is that we're suppressing within, because that gives that energy an opportunity to move through. So what happens is, sometimes it will start very subtly. It'll be something small, right? Like maybe you stub your toe or something, and that creates a frequency or an energy that is a match to what it is that we're suppressing. It doesn't have to be like the same thing, the same scenario. It just needs to be a frequency match for what it is that's being suppressed. So we create that scenario. We don't like the feelings that come up with it, right? Like there's the pain, but then there's like the emotions that might start to rise with that. We don't like them, we push them down, so the next time it gets louder, right? The dynamic gets bigger. And the more we push it down, that's when we start to have, like, if you notice yourself reacting really strongly to a situation and you feel like you were, it was a way bigger reaction than what the situation called for, it's usually just because it's something that's probably come up and come up and come up and you haven't wanted to deal with. So it comes up very forcefully so that you will acknowledge this energy and allow it to move through you. It's interesting because when you start to look at life that way, you're realizing that things aren't happening to you, they're happening for you and from you, actually. Like you on a higher level are creating scenarios, you're drawing situations to you so that energy that's been suppressed can move. And so the way that you process emotion is to observe it without judging it, to just witness it. So, when something happens in life, right, this event that we actually on a higher level are manifesting so that this emotion can rise within us and move through, rather than the reaction of reaching for something so that you don't have to feel it or you can disconnect from it, or to distract ourselves. Notice the emotion and notice where it is in the body. Notice how your body feels, right? You're just observing it like a scientist, right? What does it feel like? Is your body feeling tingly or numb or contracted? Just notice, just label things. Are you hot or cold? Any sensations that you're feeling? Notice the mind. Is your mind really active? Are there a lot of thoughts coming up? And just sit and observe and feel. Allow the feeling to come through. You can describe it, you can label it. And what you're doing is you're creating space between you and the feeling. And by not judging the feeling or attaching a story to it, you're allowing the energy to move through. So you're just sitting back, you're witnessing, you're observing, you're describing, you are feeling whatever comes up, and just, you can label that, you can give it a color, or whatever comes to you. Just look at it from as detached of an observer standpoint as you can. The longest that an emotion will last, if you really allow it to be observed without judgment, right? And you don't attach to the story about the emotion or what happened that created the emotion. If you can just observe it, the longest that you will have to feel that is, I've heard both 45 seconds and 90 seconds, but either way. And if this lasts more than 45 or let's say 90 seconds, then you know that you have attached to the story of it, right? So that means that you're attempting to bring yourself into the past where this happened. And if it's something that's really old and deep that you have experienced a lot, you might have to do this process, several more times. But if you think about this being, a 90-second experience, as opposed to avoiding something for years and years and manifesting countless scenarios in your life to try to get your attention to reflect this energy back to you so that you will allow it to move through. This can be such a quick path to healing. It, allows room for more expansion and opportunity and just growth. And also, you'll notice that when you start releasing energy in this way and suppressed emotions, you will notice that you don't have as strong of a reaction to circumstances that happen in your life, or to people in your life that before might have really triggered you. Something that they say might have upset you in the past, and you'll notice that you're not upset anymore, and that's because you're not holding that energy anymore. You're not suppressing it. So there's nothing for it to grab onto. So this is a really, really powerful practice. And I find it just so empowering to know that, within a couple minutes, you can heal something that you could have been carrying around for a lifetime, right? So I hope that this has been helpful, and I would love to hear your thoughts if you practice this and how it works for you. And I hope that you have a beautiful day. I look forward to connecting with you again soon.